All right, guys. Corey Iden from Free Play Arcade here doing the behind-the-scenes YouTube commentary for this incredible Free Play Dallas walkthrough. This is the first walkthrough we've ever done of the new Free Play Dallas. Really incredible location in Trinity Groves. That's from the front of Free Play Dallas. You can see the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge perfectly. And yes, the inside is incredible. We did this during daytime. I think it's even more incredible during night. But right there, you guys, you've got an Atari Stun Runner. Then you've got a Golden Tee 2021. Guys, again, it's $11.99 to come in, and then all of these are on Free Play. That's an EX Arcadia custom 55-inch curved screen. So cool. I mean, one of the only ways you can play 4K arcade shmupping is right there. NBA Jam TE, the classic, gotta have it. One of the just, all-time best games. Next to a Miss Pac, and then you're gonna hit some retro rows here. You got Centipede, Hubert, you've got a Mario Bros. Wide Body, a Popeye. And then look at this, it's a Tetris. That's actually a really incredible playing Tetris next to a Wizard of War, one of my all-time favorites. And then look at here, guys, it's a 3-monitor Darius, original Darius on Free Play again, ready for you to come play. Dialed in really, really well too, by the way. They just set a world record on that one. Next to the Tempest, one of the greatest color vector, if not the greatest color vector of all time. We've got to pump it up because you've got to have some of those dance games. Then we've got right here this is a custom milk jug toss. We've done a lot of work on the outside, inside. Then we've got Ice Ball next to Skee Ball, kind of a test for Free Play. Kind of see which one gets more play. Ice Ball, I think the coloring and everything is better, but Skee Ball is the name. Next to these NBA hoops, obviously branded for the Mavericks. We are in Dallas. Next to a House of the Gun Dead, Enter the Gungeon, incredible release. And then we've got a Turtles in Time dedicated Konami. Next to an amazing Atari Asteroids, guys. That is one of the best cabinets I've ever played on. Monitors great, controls are great, just incredible. Cowboys of Moo Mesa, another 4-player Konami. Because this is a stacked arcade. Next to a Defender Stargate, that second Defender release, they were like, we've got to make it harder. Next to a Dig Dug, great game. Next to a dedicated Strider. Oh. Guys, rare, just incredible game. Something we've been trying to get put out on the floor forever. Next to that dedicated Dolphin Blue. This is one of the most popular games that most of the people don't remember the name of. Looks like we skipped over a Color Tapper there, probably down for service at the moment. We did do this kind of like as a early open kind of quick tour. We've got that Tron. You've got that dedicated Super Dodgeball that you've probably never seen before. Really great. We've got a Metamorphic Force, another Konami 4-player, because guys, Free Play Dallas is a party, so bring your friends. We've got a Sound Voltex, Vivid Wave. And this is kind of the start. You're going to start getting a taste of more of the Japanese stuff. And by the end, you're going to be like, wow, there's a lot of Japanese stuff here. So we got a Bliss 2000, Avenging Spirit. We've got a Last Bronx, one of the only dedicated STV games worth still having. And that's a great one. Got that dedicated Area 51. Got a Willow, dedicated Willow. So cool. Just really great lineup here. That looks like a Soul Calibur 3. You got to have those great fighters. Looks like that was a Cobra Commando. Probably was being serviced that day. We got a Pac-Man there, dedicated. You've got this 2-screen Punch Out. It's an Atari Star Wars color vector. Next to a 4-player X-Men. Guys, like, I can't even conceive of ever opening this arcade, much less having us all on the same floor. This is a Block Party, one of those custom Blockbuster cabs that they made when they were trying to make barcades in the 90s. Found, resurrected, and now running a beautiful 3-player Battletoads. Incredibly rare. And this is actually quite rare too. It's just the Midway WrestleMania fighting game. Next to that was the Die Hard arcade, one of my favorite. In the Hunt, Guerrilla War, Galaga, Tank Battalion. Guys, this is a GPI game. Very rare. And the cool thing is, this is one of those Namco licenses that GPI got. You will not find that many places. There was a Mappy. There's the T2, little rail shooter. Then there's the 8-player Pac-Man Battle Royale Championship. Pac-Man Battle Royale is one of our all-time favorites, so we got the big one for Dallas. Then you've got these 2 Killer Queen setups. That's 20 total Killer Queen players at once. Next to a 4-player Cruisin' Blast setup. Again, free play. $11.99. Play it all you want, as much as you want. That's an MK2 next to that Pigskin. Again, I've held for a long time that those Pigskin 621s, if they have better controls, maybe one of the best games ever. We've got that Rastan. We've got the Eyes dedicated. It's a Mushi Himasama, I think. Really cool. There's just the Gorf, just hanging out. Killer Instinct, Gauntlet Legends. Every single game, it's like hit after hit after hit. This is that custom Power Stone 2 4-player conversion that we did. You might remember it. We did that during the pandemic. Came out really, really great. Definitely the most monitor inches in the world, I assume, dedicated to Power Stone Tootin', but we love that game. You've got the Daytona Championship standards. You've got these initial D3s with working card readers and cards on site available for sale. I don't know how many other people are doing that right now. We've got the Ivan Stewart Off-Road with the track pack, custom steering wheels, custom pedals on that. Just really, really great setup. The Gitadora 2-player, that's the more modern Guitar Freaks. We knew that this arcade was so popular we'd have to have 2 guitar games, but we couldn't get ourselves to put Guitar Hero twice. So you'll see Guitar Hero later, but Gitadora we wanted to get out because it's a totally different song list. It plays different. It's a great game. You've got Terminator Salvation. You've got an Atari Hydra, sandwiched between those 2 railgun games. That's Aliens Extermination back there. Beat Mania on free play. I never thought I'd see it. Joust, Super Pack, Bad Dudes vs. Dragon Ninja. Oh, man, guys, like, I'm getting excited watching this. I want to go to Free Play Dallas right now. I got a Big Buck Safari. Got a Virtua Tennis pedestal with the, dedicated Naomi setup. You've got a Robotron, a Crystal Castles, a Jambo Safari. That's actually a personal favorite, so that's why it's here. If you're like, that one doesn't belong, that's on me. You can blame me, but I love it. Galaga 88 dedicated. A Blueprint. Weird game, but, actually really great. Got that Time Pilot, the 1943. You've got the Dragon's Lair too, and obviously, guys, the camera is syncing with the monitors, with all the light, all a challenge. So we were just doing the best we could as we went through. You've got the Zybots, you got the DK2 full conversion. We just wanted to have fun. Why have 10 Donkey Kongs when you have a DK2? You had a Neo Geo back there, a Thunder Dragon, and a KOF 98 dedicated fighter setup. And then here's a little Sega Quartet action. We wanted to get this game out forever, and Free Play Dallas was the perfect opportunity to go and get it back, get it ready. Then we start to get into some of these, the sit-down, the candies, the Vulixes. So this is a Vulix Versus with rotating fighters. Sitting next to the cat puzzle game that I can never remember that everyone loves. With those cool cat joysticks, we've got Alien Syndrome next to this Super Neo 29. Incredible playing Windjammers. Then we've got the Love Live setup. Another one of those games that if you can get through the menus, it is just awesome. A lot of fun. We've got the Naomi sit-down setup. Really great. Really great games. Really great setup. And it does rotate, so each of these games can change. I don't know how often Gunspike will move, but that's really, really cool. Dedicated Sega Sonic. This is it. This is what the Sonic arcade game looked like. Then there was it looks like a Vulix that we were running a PS4 in there right there, and then that was the other side of the Vulix Versus. And then, guys, it's going to get even more exciting. We got a Sam Show and a new Versus City. We're in that Sam Show 6. So we've got 4 linked Gundams. 4 linked Gundams, and between those 2 verses, that versus right there is, of course, Super Turbo, one of the most popular fighters at free play and just in the world still. Really, really great fighter setup, really great Gundam setup. Really cool kind of like a little mini Tokyo experience at the same time. This is a Bishibashi channel, of course. We were the first of all the free play style arcades. I mean, we were the first free play arcade just in general in the world, but we were the first of our format to bring things like Bishibashi in. Then we've got some rhythm, we've got Crossbeats, we've got Nostalgia, we've got U-Beat, we've got Poppin', and it's gonna be next to that My. That's kind of a murderer's row of the best names in the rhythm games, and they're all here on free play. It's a really, really rare kind of setup, really special that we were able to do this for the rhythm game community. Then, like I said, we've got the kind of big boy guitar game. This thing has seen such a resurgence, and they can't get the license, so that was the Guitar Hero. Those are rare. This is our little console stations. So we took incredibly high quality monitors, plugged them into the mini consoles, got a really nice setup. This is Time Traveler. It's hard for the camera to pick it up because it is a big round reflective kind of plexiglass thing that creates a hologram. And it creates a hologram as you play. Again, hard for the camera to pick up. It's hard to pick it up just in general if you're not direct on. But it was something very, very rare that we wanted to give our customers. And then, you come back out through these little mini consoles. This room is really dark. I think they just recently hung a neon to add a little bit of glow to that room. So if you're there today, you might see it a little less dark. Then we're going to go over and check out this pinball lineup. And this is something that is also incredibly special about Free Play Dallas, because you're going to see not just new pinball, you're going to see some old stuff too. I mean, speaking of which, at this point, Terminator 2. Then you've got an AC/DC Stern Lucy. Then you've got a Gorgar at a Volume Arcade, and they're doing a great job keeping it out there. Star Wars Stern. We've got a JJP Pirates, Stern Walking Dead, which is kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. And then we've got these really cool 90s pins. You've got Tales from the Crypt and Lethal Weapon 3, two massive production pins that I think, while they're not necessarily top pins anymore, considered one of the best, I think they're really great atmosphere setters. And then we've got this kind of, we're getting more into the Sterns. We got a Metallica, of course we got a Star Trek Next Generation. Wow. Very, very rare. Very cool. Got the Stern Aerosmith, Rush, Guardians, Stern Star Trek. We've got the Cactus Canyon re-release next to a Stern 007 Dr. No Pro variant. You've got the Stern Mando. Then a Champion Pub. So cool to see some of these. Then you've got that great Stern Godzilla. Looks like Adam's Family was down for the day. It was up the next day, or actually up before we left. But then we've got Stern Turtles, Stern Led Zeppelin, and a Stern Venom, one of those newer releases. Guys, this is Free Play Dallas, $11.99. Come out, play as much as you want, as long as you want.